Hello and welcome to The Teaching World. Today, I want to share with you some tips in order to make our lesson plans as easy as possible. Number one, think about the activities that we usually do at the beginning of our lesson. We call it warm-up or presentation or introduction. So what do we usually offer in that stage? Songs, quotes, pictures, sounds, videos, etc. Sometimes a game. Okay, so if you already know that these activities are always needed in this stage, get them ready. Start batching from this weekend, okay? So I'm going to create a category, a file, a document on my computer or on an online service. And I'm going to start blocking my time in order to create or to have lots of content for this stage. So you go onto YouTube if you want to, and you think about songs. Okay, songs for children, for teenagers, for, adolescents, you decide. So I'm going to sit down and get all the songs that I'm going to use. Block it. My file, interesting songs or songs for children, etc. And then quotes. Okay, you don't need to invent or to, start creating different quotes and think about, don't do that, okay? Just type on Google or Instagram, quotes for teaching or educational quotes, okay? And they usually come with a picture, with an image, already beautiful for you to take away. Of course, when you present that lesson to your students, it is very important to highlight the author. This picture, I got it from blah, 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 okay, from the service that you got it. All right, so think about, write on your notebook, what are the activities that I usually offer my students at the beginning of the lessons? Okay, songs, videos, make your list, okay, read them out loud. And do I have all these documents ready? No. Why not? If you know you need them already. Okay, so then you go to your computer and you start batching songs, quotes, videos, and all that. So the same kind of thinking you will apply to the other stages of the lesson. What about the main core? What about the practice? Okay, remember we have controlled practice and freer practice. So what is that? Controlled is when you give your students the questions to answer, when you tell them what to do, a pair work activity, group work activity, questions and answers, etc. So they are like safe and you are always giving instructions and telling them what to do. Is this important at the beginning? Of course it is, because you want to check if the presentation was good enough. So now they are ready to put that into practice, in a controlled practice. So, control or freer practice, what activities do you usually have there? Okay, pair work, group work, questions and answers, survey, write sentences, correct, underline, verbs, adjectives, what else? Maybe you present the introduction or the first part of a reading, and then you have a question for them to answer. So if you know the activities that you have been, using all this time in your teaching career, have them ready. So you will do the same. Please go to internet, any social media platform, and get all that content ready and have your file. Practice activities. And then, of course, you could divide them into controlled activities or freer activities. Now, what about the last stage of our lesson? Sometimes it is called homework, sometimes a project or evaluation, etc. But it's a piece of a task that students have to do maybe by themselves or with somebody else, usually at home, right? And then you correct that. Okay, so what kind of homeworks you give your students? Write 10 sentences. Read these texts and answer the 10 questions. Really, sometimes well, you could do that, but think about your students' likes and also your like. Okay, your likes. You as a teacher, I'm as a teacher, I'm always looking on reels, TikToks, humor. So ask your students for that, music, food, animals. So pieces of homework could be send an audio about your daily routines, or can you take 5 pictures of your daily routine, maybe picture of your breakfast, picture when you take your dog for a walk, when you do the homework, or when you help your parents. And then just write one sentence or a couple of sentences below each picture. So you have visual content. Everybody has a phone. Everybody loves showing what they do. So it is a win-win. Students will be excited. I'm sure they will like, Mom, I need to take some pictures about my day, please. I'm going to tidy up this or my bedroom or blah, blah, blah. I am sure students will love it. So when you think about homework, please think about, in a way, the same way that you think about the presentation of your lessons. I remember clearly when I started teaching English, I was always thinking, I wanted the best introduction or presentation of the topic. I want all my students' eyes and attention. And then gradually, presentation, practice, homework. No, please don't do that. Just carry on with that energy, with that motivation, and ask your students for quality content. So the feedback. Okay, so they can write a story, they can record a video of the story, they can send an audio of the story, they can make a collage, pictures, etc. So you do the same. You go into Google, search best kind of homework to send our students, and they will give you, you're going to find tons and tons of ideas. Hey, don't be greedy. You don't need 2,000 or 1,000 ideas. You need few ideas, and you will adapt those ideas to your students' age, level of English, and likes and dislikes. Okay? So these are my 3 top tips in order to make our lessons easy as possible. Think about presentation, production, and homework, and get all those in one day on your files. Start batching today.